I personally think the Black community could get extremely far once we get rid of the shade room. Once we start with the shade room and then we get rid of all the podcasts, all the 50-50 bill conversations, we get rid of the BBL chain conversations, the baby mom rappers who cheat on who. Once we get rid of that and start working in the schools and we start buying some land and we start supporting each other and not being afraid to support each other and stop killing each other over land that the government owns and whose block is who, like dividing each other by skin color and lace fronts versus pack hair and all the stuff that don't matter. Once we get past that, that's a lot to get past. But when we do get past those toxic ideals, when we do, it'll be a great day. It'll be an amazing day. I'm looking forward to a Wakanda, but that's another TikTok for another day.
There's a battle going on inside of me between my well-crafted external persona and an internal force trying to break free. It's a battle, you see, between the nerd and the nigga in me. Can the nerd and the nigga coexist? They're gonna have to, nerd. But nigga, it doesn't make sense. I didn't spend 4 years in the Ivy League learning how to think, talk, and feel in order to jump into a rage every time they try and kill me. But the truth is, nerd, I always been around. When that poison ivy bullshit was beating your ass down, these strong nigga arms, they held you, told you not to feel it, gave you time enough to heal it and become a nerd again. But nigga, all you seem to feel is rage. And that will keep me out of their circles and off the front page of the New York Times and the Daily News. Not if you shoot a motherfucker. And that's my point. You are more than that cold, stony glare, those weighty Timberlands and that nappy hair. Oh, hold up now. No, nigga. That rage is like a cage that keeps love out and you in jail. Burning in nigga, thug nigga hell. Ah, shut up, nerd. You ain't heard a word I said. I gotta smack you upside your well-brushed head. Without me, there is no you. Now, wait a second, nigga. Let's talk this through. Nah, nerd, journey to the nigga in you. I've been silent long enough. I got your ass through school, gave you time enough to learn they rules. Now the time has come for you to pay your dues. Cause these little niggas in the street, they need you. But they think they can't relate cause you act all removed. When the truth is, nerd, what they are is you. Cause no matter how hard you try to deny the way you think, talk, and feel, your daddy still smoke heroin, your brother still on crack. Ghetto nightmares still haunt your dreams and your mama is still black. I ain't saying you gotta become me, but this one thing is true. Inside you is a hard-ass nigga you gotta let come through, cause this assimilating bullshit will surely beat you down. And if you choke me long enough, my nerd, I will not stick around. Put the strut back in your walk, say what you really feel, be all of you so all of us can heal. The time for lying and denying is through. It's time, nerd, journey to the nigga in you.
It's bad enough you young niggas killing, but y'all killing the good ones, man. Y'all killing the good ones, man. The ones that's actually fathers, the ones that's productive. Y'all niggas ain't out here killing the rapists, the pedophiles. Y'all ain't doing nothing to them. Y'all ain't out here going against the people that's oppressing you. Y'all scared of them, y'all won't buck them, but you'll kill another brother that look just like you, man. Even if he give you everything, you still kill him. You niggas want to play Call of Duty so bad, go join the army, nigga. Go join the army and jump on the front line and see what that killing really like, bro. But y'all won't cause y'all pussy. Y'all putting switches on these guns, y'all just aiming and shooting. Y'all killing innocent people, man. Taking fathers away from their sons, mothers away from their sons. It ain't just black, it's white, black, and Hispanic. These young kids are killing. It's a generation of serial killers, bro. They tell you all the time they on demon time. Yeah, these niggas demons. They demons, man, and some of them need to die. The Bible talks about a wicked and perverse generation. We looking at it. We can try to ignore it. Even if it was my kid killing somebody, bro, I feel like he deserved to die or go to jail for the rest of his life, nigga. You don't get to play God. And then you got all these OGs niggas, so-called OGs and big homies. They can tell you about all the bullshit they done in jail. Oh, I ran this unit. If you really running something, man, if you really got respect in your neighborhood, change it. Make it safe where the older people and the younger people can come outside in peace. You get what I'm saying? You got that much pull to where you was able to lead me in the now. Well, get these young niggas straight. Y'all can't. Because they don't respect you like that. You know they don't respect nothing. And if you try to tell them something, they'll shoot you in your face. And this shit's sad, man. This shit's sad and we steady turning a blind eye like we don't see it. It's becoming so common to the point where we desensitized to it, man. Come on, man. We killing each other. They don't need the KKK no more.
Hold on, y'all, because that man said, somebody needs to go and give God an apology because we ignore his prophecies and just worship astrology. I don't care if you Aquarius or Sagittarius. God did not create it. He probably think it's hilarious. And all that Greek mythology nonsense, I ain't having it. And anyone who called himself a god to me is blasphemous. We see 11:11 and try to claim something. If it's an angel number, tell me what angel it came from. Then he said they can't. To me, it look like it's another idol. Because if it's an angel number, then how is it not in the Bible? I'm confused. The world is distracting us from the rules, taking God out of the media, television, and schools, thinking that it's a joke, but I am not too amused. They gonna try to make us choose and kill us if we refuse. Read the clues. It look like the fame is too hard to handle. If you straight and you don't want to be gay, then you'll get canceled. Then he said, I guess I'm canceled. No offense though, but on his ground, I'm 10 toes down like I'm a Flintstone. A sex change is like saying that God is stupid. If he ain't want you to be what you are, then why'd he do it? He said our bodies are temples, but we abuse it. Women getting shots in their booty like it's from Cupid. Manipulating minutes and thinking that it's their true skin when really it's their new skin they go have to redo again.
Did y'all know it'll take 320 years for Black Americans to catch up to white Americans? Don't believe me? This article was published on February 1st at Bloomberg.com. So there was a report that came out by the McKinsey Institute for Black Economic Mobility. It said that it would take 3 centuries for the gap between Black and white home ownership to close, and specifically 320 years. So while there are people that are still out there that saying racism does not exist, here's some facts that you should know. So we have proven racist practices in mortgage and real estate lending. Then we also have proof of redlining. And in addition to that, which is also proven, Black Americans make much lower than white Americans even with doing the same job. Valerie White, the Senior Executive Director of Local Initiative Support Corporation in New York, told Fortune magazine that, quote, effectively there is nowhere in the United States where outcomes for Black residents equal those of their white neighbors. And this is according to the report. She said, moreover, most places close to parity are small rural counties where outcomes are poor for all residents regardless of race. And parity means equality. And this is why I don't argue with people when they talk about Americans gentrifying places abroad. Because for one, I know y'all ain't talking about Black folks because we don't hold the wealth and the power. At this point, Black folks that are moving abroad are damn near refugees. And according to this Fortune article, a former official who spent over 40 years at the Fed said that it would take about $2.7 trillion per year to fix systemic racism and put marginalized folks somewhere on an even playing field. So when we come on social media and we see Black creators saying, I didn't even get paid half of what this white content creator was getting paid, it's not a fluke. When we see actors, actresses, entertainers saying, I didn't get paid even nearly enough as this particular person and I have more credentials, that's not a fluke. In our day-to-day lives, we see it every single day. And I work for a big streaming platform in which I ended up finding that 2 Asian people who also worked and did the same job as I did were getting paid twice as much. And I found that out at the end of my contract. So to the Black folks that come to my page, want to move something, shake something, and get themselves out of the United States, congratulations. Because the American dream is simply telling us to wake up.
Can y'all please stop stealing from poor people? Go steal from the rich white folk. Or be an all-inclusive criminal and go steal from the Blacks too. Listen, steal from people who have the money to replace what's taken. Y'all stealing from poor folk that push their car to work every day and only got a granola bar to feast off of a week. What are y'all doing? Go steal from Walmart. Go steal from Target. That ain't nothing but a tax write-off for them anyway. Don't mess with the mom and pops and the small businesses, man. If y'all need help with these rich neighborhoods, let me know. I'll drive you there. I know a few.
You have to set a new standard. Like my friends know, like when they hit me up, like
don't take you nowhere. Don't take you to Burger King.
You talking about going somewhere crazy? Like don't invite me.
Cause I'm not gonna eat that.
Nah, I'm not gonna be struggling on the menu. I don't want to see you do that. They always ask me like, you don't miss me? I'm like, no. I don't miss all the grandparents I've lost as a result of the food choices they've made. I don't miss the friends that I've lost in the 30s and 40s who had heart attacks. I don't miss anything about living that lifestyle because I don't want to come to your funeral, and I definitely don't want to attend mine early.
Right, if you don't have to.
If I don't have to.
How long has it been since you made this commitment to a plant-based lifestyle?
11 years.
11.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you are still eating fruit with no seeds in them, you need your ass whipped. Like you still buying grapes that has no seeds and giving them to your children. You need your ass whipped. Like you buying oranges, them little cuties and little other types of oranges and giving them to your children knowing they don't have no seeds in them. You need your ass whipped. You eating watermelon with no seeds. You need your ass beat. You mean to tell me you're not conscious enough to know that if your fruit don't have seeds in it, that it's been modified? Are you not conscious at all? Or are you one of those ones that say, I don't care, it's better this way, I don't mind? Are you one of those? Get in the comments. I want to know which one you are. Because if you still eating fruit with no seeds, you need your ass whipped. I said what I said. I love you, bye.
They used to breed us, homie. They used to cut our off. Used to have to hang and get his cut off and put in his mouth. They used to have a way with us. You think I ain't racist and I know my history? And we still getting done bad. As bad as we've been getting done in this country, it ain't not one legislation to stop rap music from promoting our destruction and our death. But ain't one legislation.
You black Oreos always want to bring up the past.
Yes, they do.
Don't
That's
you?
right.
Hey, listen here, Vanilla Icing. We've been getting eaten since 1912. You just been here since 2003. You can never understand our struggle. Oh, come on. We're all the same on the inside, and we're all getting eaten. Right. Barely. Look at the statistics. How many friends and family have you lost to McFlurries? When was the last time you seen a white Oreo face in an Oreo ice cream bucket? You don't have the answers. Because white Oreos ain't got no flavor. You Oreos always want to feel special, don't you? Look, we just want peace. We haven't gotten peace since we got here. And whose fault is that? The system is designed to kill black and only black Oreos. Boo-hoo. You are all a bunch of crybabies. Shut up, cracker. Was that a racist slur? You knew what you saying. Don't you shut up, you Nabisco. Oh, hell no. Get up.
We never intended them to be anything other than a slave. But they began to grow in number and in power, and eventually they fought their way to some freedom. So we became even more cruel, and to keep our black Americans down, we lynched. But yet they rose. So then we used the welfare system, the criminal justice system, to keep them down, to contain them, to destroy them. But yet they rose, and they're rising. Then we built prisons and jails to hold them. Yet they rose. And so now we are doing exactly what the Pharaoh did at the end, sending out a decree, kill them. So until we admit that when we wrote this Constitution that all men are created equal, that we never intended to include our black brothers and sisters, our nation may end up facing exactly what the Egyptians faced when they refused to let God's people go. So I'm going to say this to my white fellow Americans, that the bloodshed that is on its way is not on the hands of our fellow black Americans, but is on our hands. We are the ones that are refusing to let God's people go. We are the ones that are refusing to acknowledge that we do not value our black brothers and sisters as equal individuals or equal Americans as us white men. And to my black brothers and sisters, the racial issues, as I've said, have been there from the very foundation. But why do we see it more? Because there's a shifting. See, us white men have been at the head since the foundation. But we've had a black president. And you know, we've done everything in our power to keep him from really changing things. Now we have another minority rising to the top, a white female. What does that say? Those of us who are white men who have been at the head are now starting to see and fear that we are going to become the tail. And we know what we've done to you. And so now we're fearful that you're going to do to us what we have done to you. But I will say this. I've lived in a black community for 23 years. I've never been treated the way that this country has treated my black Americans. So I call out my white Americans to say we better heed, repent, acknowledge, and change. Because if we don't, I just want to again say this. The bloodshed that...
I don't give a fuck about Beyonce. It's really fuck her and fuck y'all too. You don't get to be a billionaire in an imperial capitalist system, home-based in the empire that is plaguing the fucking world and not say anything when you've accumulated so much wealth, so much say, so much pull, so much power, so many eyes to where you could actually do something, but you don't. That's y'all's queen. Y'all excited about the new music?
I need to know who owns Tubi.
That would be...
How many of y'all remember In Living Color? How many of y'all remember Rock? How many of y'all remember South Central? Okay? Guess who owned that network? Rupert Murdoch. So let me explain to y'all how we got Fox News. They launched Fox Broadcasting. They put on black content. We run to Fox. Living Color. Do y'all know why there is a Pepsi and now Apple Music halftime show at the Super Bowl? Because one year In Living Color put on their own Super Bowl halftime show, and all these eyeballs left the Super Bowl and they went over to the In Living Color halftime show, and the NFL said, oh, hell no. That's when you got the big halftime performances and they turn into major extravaganzas because of In Living Color. Why did Keenan Ivory Wayans quit and his family leave? Because what Fox started doing was putting In Living Color reruns on Fox stations, driving down the syndication value of In Living Color, and they like, we can produce any more shows because y'all cheating us out of our money. What did Fox then do with the money made from black people building up Fox? They landed the NFL. NFL used to be on NBC and CBS. Monday Night Football was on ABC. Fox offered $1 billion plus for the NFL rights, and that's when it went from CBS over to Fox. But guess what happened after they got the NFL? Bye-bye In Living Color, bye-bye Rock, bye-bye South Central, bye-bye all of the black programming. Now, some of y'all watching me right now, some of y'all saying, okay, Roland, that's all that history. I mean, you just bringing up old stuff. Why are you sitting here bringing up old stuff? What has been all the rage for the last year? What have you heard, Greg and Reese? Man, did y'all see that movie on Tubi? You need to get on Tubi. You need to get on Tubi. You need to get on Tubi. You need to get you a movie on Tubi. You need to get on Tubi. You need to get on Tubi. Tubi sees impressive growth with over 74 million monthly active users. Do y'all know who owns Tubi? He does.
Wow.
What is Fox doing? Black people, listen to me.
Good Lord.
Listen to me, black people. You built Fox Broadcasting, which gave them the financial wherewithal to get the NFL. They get the NFL, build up the financial wherewithal to launch Fox News. Now we're living in a digital world.
Yes, sir.
And what is Tubi doing? Black content, black content, black content, black content. They dropping black. I see all the Instagram posts, the Twitter posts. A movie on Tubi, a movie on Tubi, a movie on Tubi. And guess what? Their numbers are blowing up. Their numbers are blowing up. Black people, you are turning Tubi into one of the largest fast channels, which is basically a digital channel. They're doing it with black content. Look at it right there. Look at all these. Y'all, look at this. This is how they're competing against Netflix and the rest of them. Black, 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 black. Do y'all understand that Fox sold its entertainment division to Disney a few years ago for $70+ billion? Fox, right now, is building a digital brand on the backs of black people. And you know what we doing? We going, oh, I'm on Tubi, I'm on Tubi, oh, I'm on Tubi, I'm on Tubi. Now, I understand the desire to have our content being places. What did Greg's brother say in the promo video? Bring your eyeballs home. I've been telling y'all, where black eyeballs go, that's where the advertising money goes. When you send black eyeballs to gossip, to mess, to entertainment, they gonna sit here and make it rain.
Yes, sir.
Tubi is trying to lock up several $100 million in ad money. And there's a declining number of dollars from broadcast networks coming to digital. And Tubi said, y'all know how we can sit here and grow fast as possible? Let's sit here and go after all them Negro eyeballs with ratchet shows, with a bunch of bad movies. And I can't tell y'all how many group chats I've been in. Tubi.
Listen to this.
Do you know what happens after your funeral? In a few short hours, the crying will die down. And your family are going to start making arrangements to feed your relatives and your friends. Some of your relatives are going to be discussing current events as they eat in Shima, Chihuahua, and Sebi. And some people will call your family to tell them that they can't make it in person because of some emergency. Other people are going to start making travel arrangements to go back to their own homes because life is just too short. And someone in your family is going to start arguing that they contributed more financially than others did. Eventually, the crowd is going to go their separate ways. And every once in a while, your cell phone would ring from people that didn't realize that you had died. In a few days, your children will go back to work. Your employer will begin to search for your replacement. There will be new elections, new scandals, and the traffic on Great East Road will be the same. The Zambia national soccer team will play their games just as planned. In 6 months, your spouse will be watching a comedy on DSTV, and she'll start laughing. The first anniversary of your passing will be celebrated in a grand manner. You will be forgotten at an astonishing pace. Everyone's life will go back to normal. But in a blink of an eye, years are going to have gone by. There will be very few people left to remember you. Now tell me, if people will forget you so easily, then who are you living your life for? You spend your whole life worrying what people think about you. They don't, and they won't. Live your life for you.